Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is my review for BET. Well, Tales on BET, the Irv Gotti show. This is season 1, episode 5, and this is Trap Queen. Now, I don't know Fetty Wap songs that well. I know the chorus part of it, and it's something about, you know what I'm saying, flipping stuff in the kitchens. I'm not a Fetty Wap connoisseur of his music. So I was interested to see how the episode will play out because, again, I don't know the words to the song, and he be mumbling, so I'm like, I don't know what he be saying. So this episode was interesting. I still feel like the first episode was good. I think the one, which song? I think maybe episode 2 was one I liked the best. The episode where the dude who played Bobby Brown and the girl Jennifer Freeman was in it. So that's one that I liked the best. This one was okay. You know, Lance Cross played, you know what I'm saying, the dude. He played Reggie. It was a girl playing his girlfriend, Crystal. You had Woody, who played in the other episode before. He also played Bobby Brown in the New Edition biopic on BT. He is in this as well. And it's basically about, you know, Reggie is a club owner of a titty bar. You know what I'm saying? A strip club. And he's trying to make more money in the strip club. And what do some people do when they want to make more money in the strip club? You do one or two things. You either start selling vagina at the strip club, or you start selling drugs. This is what I was told by the Trap Queen episode. That's the only two options. And he decided to try to sell some drugs. So you see him like talking to two guys who work for the big dog drug dealer Slim, and he trying to convince them to, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all can have meetings here, or y'all can pay me to have stuff here, and that or whatever. But we then see he like had the girls come over to the dancers, you know what I'm saying, to have them have a good time, give them some lap dances, and keep them in their seats. And why did he do that? Because he then go out to the car and he like breaks in their car and he takes a diamond ring. I thought he took some money, but I think he actually took, you know, like a kilo of cocaine. So he take that and, you know, he like, okay, cool. He closed their trunk back up. He took in his car. He leave it at that. And, you know, we see that his girl also works at the club. She does the books. Her name is Crystal. Okay, Crystal like down with her funny business. You know what I'm saying? She's studying and stuff. She all on the up and up. And she like, we need to do something different. The club not making that much money. We can sell the club, you know, pay the person we bought it from, and start a whole new life. And he was like, no, you know, we're going to have a club. It's going to be popping. And I'm like, okay, if that's what you want to do. But he get home, and, you know, the girl, it's like the money's in the bag or whatever. And then he proposes to his girlfriend, Chris. I'm like, oh, that's so nice. He proposed to her. But what he did was he proposed to her with the ring he stole from the people. You can't propose with a stolen ring, Reggie. Lance. Don't you know any better? So she's also happy. And it's a big rock. So my first question to him would have been, how did you afford this ring? Because if we live in this little apartment and you see how the club ain't making no money, how did he afford that big ass rock? But she didn't ask him questions. She was happy. Oh my God, I love it. The girl at the club gonna be here, whatever. And he gets to the club, and of course the girls are happy that she's engaged. But we see he don't trust his girlfriend to help him sell the drugs he stole. Okay, it's another girl who worked there. You know what I'm saying? And she's the one, he's like, look, you know, don't tell Crystal. Keep it on low. You know, this ain't no weed. This, you know, this is cocaine, and this is the good stuff. We're going to have to, you know, keep it on the low, whatever. And we see, okay, that's what you want to do? Okay, go ahead, have fun. So from there, we see the guys who we stole the stuff from is taking the drugs and with the money to be counting up, and the guy like, y'all 21,000 short. Y'all know Slim don't play about his money. Y'all got 2 days to figure out where y'all dropped it at or what happened. Because they both like, well, I didn't lose it. I don't know what happened to it. And they're like, did you drop it somewhere? Like, what happened? And I guess they realized, well, we only went one place. Okay, we went one place. So they had 2 days to figure it out. So, just from there, it just showed the progression of the girl becoming a trap queen. That's just what it basically was. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Again, I don't know the song. And, you know, the girl who was helping Reggie sell the drugs, that's like the additional stripper girl, I don't know what her name was. She's also friends to Crystal, his girlfriend. So she ain't telling Crystal what's really going on in the club, but she trying to help Crystal pick out wedding dresses and being all friendly. So, he tell his girlfriend, like, hey, I'm gonna be working late tonight. It's gonna be like a bachelorette party here. You know, it's gonna be a whole bunch of the strippers going wild or whatever. So I'm gonna be home late. So he did get home late. She sleeps, so he kind of sneak in so that he can hide the rest of the cocaine that he stole. So he hide it in the closet. But she hear him and she wake up and she's like, I miss you, Daddy. I could not be Lance Gross's wife in real life because he be doing some kissing scenes where he be a little bit too, you know, I mean, he be acting. He's a great actor. You can't tell me that he wasn't kissing his wife in these scenes. And, you know, him and old girl kissing, they have a seductive sex scene. And I'm like, Lance, did your wife watch this episode? I hope she didn't, because me and you would have had an argument. So we see that part. So they wake up in the morning and the girl name is Unique. The stripper girl who was helping him sell drugs, her name is Unique. Because Unique calls Crystal in the morning like, hey, it's a leak in the club. You know, y'all need to get here. Reggie tell Crystal to go handle it. And he like, it's your club, so you can go handle that, boss. I'm looking like, you didn't want to get your ass up and go do it? He like, I got to go handle some of the business. So she goes to the club and her and Unique is there. And she's like, yeah, Reggie was out late, you know, because of the late night party here. And Unique was like, party? And she's like, yeah, it was a stripper party last night, you know, late last night, you know, it was a big party. And she was like, oh, yeah, And she's like, Unique, it wasn't a party here last night. I told y'all about selling weed in here. And she keep looking away like, it ain't weed. And so she's looking at him like, it ain't weed. They then show a scene of her walking in the club and she's paying attention to everything. So she then sees the girls taking the money the guys been slid packets of cocaine. She's seeing these transactions. She's saying one, it's not weed, and two, they doing it all over the club. And she like, this is some bullshit. What is he doing? What's going on? And she gets a little bit upset because she's figuring out he been lying to me. He came home last night and we had sex and he was out here in these streets selling this cocaine. So she's a little bit upset. So when she goes home, she walk in the crib. The guys he robbed is in the house. Yep. Looking for their money, looking for their drugs. And he, of course, wasn't there. She walk in and he like, yeah, we looking for your man too. Because she walked in like, Reggie. And they like, yeah, where you at? Because he ain't here. Hold a gun in her head like, you sit down. The other dude looking throughout the house to find the money. They found the money. And they was like, you know, let your boy know what he did was stupid. We gonna find him. We gonna take care of him. So she, of course, shaking and she nervous. She can't believe it. They didn't kill her. They just told her, you know, get that message to your man. When we catch him, we gonna deal with him. And, you know, she's calling Reggie. He not answering. And she left a message like, Reggie, I don't know why you're not answering. You know, these guys came to the house. You know, I'm leaving the house, so don't come home because I ain't going to be here. We then see that Reggie is buying drugs from somebody else. And I'm like, Reggie really out here in these streets? So we figured out the reason he not answering his phone because he cut his phone off because he's buying drugs. I think when people buy drugs, they keep their phone off. I don't know why. I'm not a drug dealer, but that's what he was doing. And he finally leaves the house where he getting drugs from. Look at his phone. He got like 13 missed calls from his girl. They go, meet up, and of course she's pissed off and like, I can't believe you would do this, and why would you do this? And he like, I'm doing it for us. We should be, you know, we gonna be. It was a whole thing of, I'm doing it for you. I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to be involved. But you involved her when you had her in the club doing the books for the drug deals. Because when she like, where the receipts at? He like, oh yeah, I forgot those because he couldn't get receipts because they're selling drugs. So she was already implicated anyway. So she's like, well, can't we just walk away? You know, they looking for you now. We not safe. Where we gonna go? We can't go back to our home. You know, we can't go back home. And he like, you know, don't be scared. You know, I'm gonna handle them dudes. I can't believe they would threaten you. I'm gonna handle it. We okay. So the next scene we see, they're looking for a new house. Now they went from this little apartment and now they in a big old house with security cameras and a safe room and all this stuff. Where y'all get the money for it? But I digress. I guess they selling that much drugs. And now she's all in. She like, look, I need you to show me everything. She's becoming his trap queen. And so he's showing her why he only give the dancer so much money. He's showing her how they exchange stuff and everything. We also see that Tammy had a cameo. Tammy was in this episode twice. She was a stripper who was selling drugs. She didn't dance. She was just in her stripper gear, and she had like maybe 4 lines total. So yeah. And also Lance in this episode, who was playing Reggie, is just Dino, without beating up the girl. You know, he played Dino in the Felicia Blakely story. It's the same character. I don't care what nobody say. The only difference is he's not as menacing and evil and murderous, or he was brainwashing that girl. So it's the same. I mean, he looked the same. It's kind of the same thing. He played it the same, except he didn't have to be an evil person and he didn't have to be sadistic. But it's kind of the same thing. So, he also wants Crystal to carry a gun for her protection because, again, these dudes was coming looking for them and they ain't found these dudes yet. So, but she like, I don't really want to carry a gun. I don't think it's that serious. He then, like, take her out to like the back and he like, look, you need to learn to shoot a gun. And she like, why? Because they put money in the safe and then it's a gun in the bag and she don't want to touch the gun. And he's like, look, you need to learn how to shoot. And she's like, I don't think I can kill anybody. And he like, man, look, if it came between you and him and I have to kill somebody, I'm gonna blow that motherfucking head off. Yes, please, if you my man and someone trying to kill us, kill them, okay? And even me, if you my man and someone tries to kill you, I'm gonna kill them first. It's called self-defense. That's just the thing. So they go in the backyard and she does learn to shoot and she becomes a good shot pretty quickly. She go from needing 2 hands to hold it to 1 hand to the whole, you know what I'm saying? She just good on her own. So we see that whole scene. And then she's changed. She's a different person. Her hair, she got her own long weave. Her hair is no longer short and up in a ponytail or in little curls. It's, you know what I'm saying, the straight, long, Remy. I guess is what the girls wear. I don't wear weave, as y'all see. She's like, oh yeah, we gonna have to dance and sell more drugs. She in the dressing room passing the drugs out to the girls before they go out and dance. And I'm like, okay. And she's watching everything that's going on. She's just watching. Because she's a trap queen. So, it was just that whole thing. And then the end of it was basically, they had got some more. It was weird how it ended because, he had went and got some more drugs, supposedly from Slim, and they were going to sell the drugs in the club. Now, the whole episode, I kept thinking the girl Unique and Reggie was like going to set up Crystal. Or I'm like, is Unique really working with Slim to set them up? Like, is Unique really the trap queen and we all being fooled? Because the whole episode, she was involved in one way or the other. So, Reggie bring the drugs back and he's like a few kilos or whatever. And he's like, yeah, we going to sell this tonight at the club. Unique take the bag. It's like, okay, I'm going to take the club and get it separated. And then when Reggie and Crystal get there, everybody partying, Crystal looking around and paying attention to everything. You then see the guys who he robbed walk in the club. Like, there you go right there. They get to shooting in the club. Lord Jesus. So they get to shooting and they're shooting at Reggie. So Crystal kills one of the dudes and then the other dude shoots and kills Reggie. I'm like, in Fetty Wap's song, did he die? I'm like, is that what happened? Did he die in that song? I don't know what happened. I don't know the song. So I was confused. I'm looking like, was Reggie, I did not expect Reggie to die. Again, because I don't know the song Trap Queen. I just know they be talking about 1738 and hey, what's up, hello. Send your pretty ass when you walk through the door. I don't remember him saying, I die. I don't remember that part. He get loud with his baby. I'll be in the kitchen cooking pie. I don't know if he died in it. But when they killed Reggie, I was like, he did? Y'all just killed Reggie? And, Crystal was crying over his body and everything. I'm looking like, now that did surprise me. I didn't think that was going to happen. And, from there, of course, the guy who killed her was like, I guess we can call it even. And he walks away. And it's the same guy who had a gun to her head at her house. And he just walks away. He doesn't kill her. He like, I killed your man. You killed my friend. He robbed us. We kind of shut up your club. We even. And he leaves. And so the next thing is just her, in her mourning dress. And she's sad. The club's closed. Reggie's dead. And her friend Unique is like, Slim want to meet you. Slim want to work with you. And she was like, wow, he probably want to kill me. He want his money back. And he gonna probably kill me once I give it to him. And Unique was like, no, he know that you made money. You made that club pop. He probably wants to work with you and make money. He's a businessman. So she was like, you know what? Set the meeting up. So they set the meeting up, and she goes to meet Slim, and we see Slim is played by Woody, who played Bobby Brown. And he's like, hey, the guy who did this and shot your club up, he's been handled. Meaning he killed him because he didn't authorize him to do it in the first place. The dude went rogue. So he's been handled. I can get your club back popping. I can get you more dancers. I can get, I can fix it. And she was just looking like, you think all is forgiven? And he was like, I'm saying, I ain't nothing to do with that. And she was like, whatever. Bow, bow. And she shoots and kills Slim. I'm like, everybody gotta die? Slim died, Reggie died, the friend died. I'm like, okay. I'm like, everybody dying. And when she kills Slim, 2 of his people run in. And then a guy from behind shoots and kills him. And I'm looking like, well, damn, was Reggie really dead? They set Slim up. I'm like, did Reggie just come and shoot? But no, it was somebody else who she had. Unique come from out the background. And she's like, all right, boss, what we going to do now? Reggie would be so proud of you. And she like, we need to clean this up. I'm going to open the club back up. We're going to call it Reggie's. Because Reggie would want it to go on. And then she opened the club back up. They all had on white. And they was all at Reggie's. So, it was a cool episode. Again, I don't know the song, but I get how it showed her become a trap queen. Because in the beginning, she was a regular girl. And she wasn't about drugs. She was like trying to go to school and, do the books legally. And she didn't want any bullshit. And then throughout the episode, she more and more and more became a trap queen. She was his girl, counting the money, handing out the drugs. Helping him do this and this and this and being his partner in crime. And then he died. And then she rose to the top, I guess, to be a trap queen. Who knows? So I enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys did too. I will be reviewing the next one that comes on next week. I am about to watch the Hip Hop Awards. Let's hope that's not a waste of time because we know how BET can get. So I am Jay Lee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Until next time, people. Peace.